say different phrases, words, sentences, sounds, and then it computes it to a synthesized voice for them. And then in the event, if they ever need a communication device to help them to communicate, they can place that voice on the communication device. There's a $100 copay fee, I think, but Team Gleason is a resource for that if there is issues with pay. Yeah, Team Gleason is one of the organizations that we work with, and they can provide information for copays. They also provide information for wheelchairs, adaptive equipment, things like that. Funding, yeah, lots of funding. Yeah.
Great, thanks, Jen. I think Dr. Brian wants to add something.
I just wanted to highlight how important our team is, and to see how we keep leading our team to answer a lot of the questions. So we have to go over there, and we should thank them all for being here. And the other thing is that we did learn that the newest iPhone update, you can voice bank on yourself, right? So it can be on your iPhone too. So.
Great. So here I've got a generic question. Maybe I'm going to ask each of you to answer. So I think this is a great question. What's the best way to prepare for my doctor's visits since they're since they are a little bit long? What are people's thoughts about it?
That is a very good question. I would say that try to have nourishment beforehand. Hydrate, some type of consumption of some type of sustenance beforehand, because each visit is 3 hours with us. So I think that's probably the most important thing. Have something just in case, because it's cold there, right? So have a coat or a jacket.
Something important, and we always tell the patients, make sure you write all the questions in advance, because when you get to the doctor, you forget all the questions and you forget everything. But if you have in a piece of, in a booklet or something, all the questions that you have for the specialist, you can have the right answers. Remember that you're going to see different specialists, and probably you can specify for each of the specialists.
And bring any equipment you might need, ventilators or suction machines along to the visit. And what I would add to that is, if you can, bring someone with you to be a note taker or another set of ears, because I always tell my patients, I hope you remember at least 10% of what I say, and hopefully someone else remembers 10%, and then, and so bring someone with you with the prepared questions and then the ability to write down notes or take notes from your questions.
Great, well, good advice. Dr. Carter, go ahead.
And also know that you have access to the medical record in your notes. So we spend a lot of time writing down all the things that are planned, the things that you tell us. So you don't have to memorize everything that we say. You can refer to those notes. And don't be afraid to advocate for yourself in the clinic if you're feeling too tired. Just tell us.
Great, that's actually an excellent segue. There's a question we haven't spoken much about this. What can I do if I get very sleepy and fatigued throughout the day? So we should talk a little bit about sort of the intersection between breathing and sleep and fatigue. Anybody?
If somebody is complaining about being too sleepy during the day, I think it's important to evaluate for any hyperventilation during the night. So talk to your doctor about it. We have means of testing for that. Maybe it's the need for getting a machine to help breathing. And then, I don't know, anything else.
So, yes. So Dr. Granite is helping, which we appreciate. So sleep hygiene is very important, but what I wanted to say is that recharging your battery at night is what we all need to do, right? So whatever we need to do to have a good restful sleep.